You attract what you are, not what you want. So you got to match the frequency, match the energy. And everyone talks about it, but nobody explains what it is. So I want to just set up an example today and kind of like tell you what I think about it. So yesterday, I talked about it on my TikTok as well. Yesterday, I was with these three people, right? One girl and two boys. And I don't really know these people, but shortly we were talking about relationships and how like hard it is to get, how hard it is for them to get it. And like they all have different situations, right? A girl was a traveler, a guy is living here on and off, so he's going back and forth to a different country, and another guy just lives here. But all of them had that mindset that they won't find someone long term. And this is what I'm trying to say. So the girl was saying like, oh, I can't get attached because I'm leaving soon, I'm traveling, like I can't get attached, right? Another guy was saying like, oh, like, but if you want serious thing, like I have to be in this country and then in this country, like who's going to do that, like I don't see that in my reality. And then another guy sitting there who lives here where I am, and he's like just in this certain belief that here in Bali it's so hard to date and you won't find anyone because everyone is just for the short term. And if you look at those statistics though, right, so 4 of us sitting there and one person, which is me, I still kind of have hope. Of course I have hopeless days, like I'm not going to find anyone, like I'm going to be single, whatever. So but out of this table, 3 of them not getting attached, not believing they can find a partner, out of 4, 3 of them. And I was sitting there and I was like listening to all this, right? And because I'm such a like optimistic person, right, I'm like telling them those stories that pops up into my head because those stories are very close to me, right? It's my really close friends, my really good friends of mine, 2 of my girlfriends who came here. I'm in Bali right now, by the way, who came here and they met their husbands here and they got married and 2 kids. One have 2 kids, second one will have a second kid soon. And that's happened. And then also like I met some other people who also met here, for example, right, and made it work. So I feel like it's just different kind of thing. So when you think about it, like if I would be hanging out with those people, right, who don't have hope, my mindset would be shifting to their frequency, basically to their thought process, because the actions they do, right, for example, like I don't know, sleeping on the first date, for example, because if you think like you won't get attached, why wait, like it's a short-term thing, or for example, you just don't have the courage to go after someone you actually like because you feel like, well, it's not going to work out anymore, right? So that kind of thing I'm talking about, this mindset around you is developing what you see around you. I just was sitting there and I realized that, and I thought like to myself that I just need to stick to what I know and I need to stick to what I do and I have to quit whining about it, right? So what I've noticed, like a couple of days back, I just had like this bad luck with people, sort of. I had this like little situations that brought me down a little bit, and I just didn't expect them to happen, right? So I was a little bit overthinking a lot, actually, like about all of this dating, and I got a little bit depressed. Like I was like, oh my God, this is not going to happen to me, So in that moment, when I was sitting at that table, I was like, Anna, watch out. You can't catch that mindset disease. You need to stick to yourself and your goals. Also, and everything happened, right? I was in this mindset, right, of like, I was in this state of mind when I was just like a little bit stressed and depressed about it, right? It's just a couple of days back, because just certain things happened. I heard some other stories from my friends, and I'm like, it's just all was like a bad timing basically, and I got a little bit depressed, you know, which happens to all of us. And then I'm going to Instagram, and I'm just scrolling reels, and I see this reel that it's just completely different thing. The girl was talking about their breast reduction, a completely different scenario, a completely different thing, but she's just talking about it. I don't even know why I was watching it, but like, she's just talking about it, and then she says like, oh, but because I want to have kids and I really want to have a husband, hopefully I'll have a husband who is really great. And she was just so positive about it, and I was like watching this video, you know, that like click of light sort of for me in that moment. And I was watching that video, and I'm like, I don't do the work. I'm here sitting stressed, depressed, whining that I'm not getting what I want while not doing anything. Not even like, I don't know, not even wishing, you know, every single morning and telling myself, I'm gonna get it. I need to try more, because it's all the numbers game as well, by the way. So that's what I'm talking about. And that also was a little bit of mindset, of your mindset, of that little light just popped out of nowhere. Maybe God's listening, I don't know. So that's the thing I'm talking about. You gotta watch out for these things, because most of the time you don't realize it, because it could be just on the background of what you're listening to, or who you hang out with, what people tell you, right? So it's like, you gotta stick to what you want in terms to get it. And when you stick to that, you becoming that person. And what I start with is, we attract what we are. If I, for example, do every day something about my goal, that I want to, for example, find love, right? So I will be trying, even if like on the bad days, right? I would like, I don't know, worst case scenario, I'll go on Bumble. It's the same people anyway, right? So like, I would do something towards that goal, right? Same with gym, same with everything you do. Mindset is just so important, and you gotta stick to this, and you gotta just understand how important it is, because otherwise you won't be able to get anything. Like today, I was like a little bit sick today. I don't know what's going on. I'm in Bali. I'm scared. Like when I get sick here, I get scared, because like you never know. Like, and I'm here only like 3 months on and off, so I don't even know if I'm going to be staying here or not. Like and there is some stuff here that can happen. So I was just like scared, and I'm like, no, I missed on some TikTok this month, because I was in this stressed, depressed state, wherever. And like, I didn't want to show up on camera, but if I wanted to be serious about it, I just gotta do it every day. And this is example like as well, like I still don't feel 100%, but I've decided to make this YouTube video, because I know I need to do this, you know, because that's what I want. Like, I feel like that's like, could be something cool and amazing, and I make it great, you know. And that's what I want, you know. If you're going to suppress what you want, you don't get anywhere. And you better act on it. You better act on it. And who else is going to tell you than me? I hope this does make sense though. Like, I hope it does. Just watch out for everything around you. What does it tell you? Maybe you need to stop talking to some people. Maybe you just need to do some steps, and don't tell anyone about it. Don't tell a single soul about it. Just do it. Just do it. Like Nike says, just do it. Okay, that's all for today. Follow.